No stranger to Sports Central, and been in the sports industry for a really long time. BJ Rinaldo from Swan City Soccer, and BJ, welcome back to Sports Central.
Oh, thank you for having me.
A new venture with Swan City. Tell us a little bit about your role over there, and you've been over there a little while now.
Yeah, we've been over there since January. I'm very excited. I was blessed to be brought into the soccer industry with Dr. Akavides in the Florida Tropics, and we found in January it was a good time for me to switch over and bring my skills to Swan City. And we have an amazing staff there, as well as a board of directors. We're a 501c3. We're the largest club, soccer club in Polk County. It's a very exciting time, and I'm going to utilize, we have over 1,500 families and about 2,500 kids. We're going to utilize that, my skill set, to try to bring in and market that club a little bit to its maximization, so that we can really keep our prices down. Because there's a problem I find in soccer in the United States that, you know, the prices just keep going up, especially with inflation and everything going on. And we're really, we're going to work hard to bring it in and marketing the club well and helping our community by having this group of people that can focus on our partners. And we're really excited about going forward with that.
That's terrific, and as you look at things, and of course, Polk County historically, Jack, I know you know this, there was always soccer going on in Polk County, but really weren't hosting major events. And of course, sports marketing, Polk County partnered with the city of Auburndale to recruit the Florida Youth Soccer Association, the state's largest youth program. And so this is like the epicenter of youth soccer. But to your point, you know, there's recreational side, there's the competitive side, and then there's Olympic development, and then it can go on and on. But the rec side is truly important to get kids out and keep them active. But it's also important for all those other things that are down the line, because if you don't start them in the rec leagues, it's hard to get them into competitive and then ultimately Olympic training. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, with the rec, we have a huge rec program. They play back at Lake Parker as well as in Carter Road. They go back and forth in between. And we're going to have a program this year where we can offer scholarships for kids to play for free. More of a, we're working out the finer details, but it's the way we're trying to get more children involved, because it's great. My kids have played since they were 4. You know, some are still playing in college or getting ready to play in college, and it's great for building value and self-worth and belief. And I just find that team sports really, or any sports in general, really help build character for children and your kids as they're growing up. So we're looking forward to finalizing the details for putting this program together, so we can get more kids, and kids that maybe need a little assistance to really get them out and get them to playing this next year. And like I said, we have 2 programs. We have a fall program and a spring program. So we run all year round. Just for our rec side, our competitive sides run from July to May, and then we have a newly USL2 and USLW team that we've been blessed to have brought to us, and that goes all the way up to 26, 27-year-old kids, and that allows us to be able to, in the Lakeland area or Polk County area, to be able to compete with Tampa Bay as well as the Orlando area in soccer. And really, it's bringing us out. And like you said, with having the FYSA right there, it's brilliant, because everybody knows where we're at. And we'll be out there this weekend. My son's got Keeper Wars out there this weekend. We're really excited about that.
So tell us the importance of having those USL teams and the league and their support, because they've really come up big in the Tampa Bay area just recently. So.
Yes, well, the USL has just announced their new Super League, and that's a women's professional league. And USL is based out of Tampa, and they've been very supportive of the Lakeland area. We're excited to have a USL2 and a USLW team. It allows us the ability to keep local kids. Well, we have 3 colleges right in our vicinity. To allow those kids to stay here and play rather than have to travel to Tampa, Orlando. But ironically, we're drawing from Brandon, we're drawing from, you know, Orlando, to have kids coming and playing on our teams, as well as we have a lot of foreign kids that are playing on our USL2 and our USLW team. So it's a really exciting year. And again, we're playing right there at Lake Myrtle, and as well as at Bryant Stadium.
They talk about Lake Myrtle, the new stadium is open, and you're one of the first to get to use that facility. Of course, we talked about Florida Youth Soccer and in the past, we've hosted the Montreal Impact from MLS. This past spring, we hosted the Halifax Wanderers, which are kind of, there's different levels of soccer. We all know that. There's multiple. Sometimes it's confusing, but I would say Halifax would be kind of like the Tampa Bay Rowdies in the Canadian League at that level. But that soccer stadium's already paying dividends, and that's where you guys are competing there in Bryant, you said?
Yes, mostly at Lake Myrtle, and it's an amazing facility. I mean, it's the fields. The way that they have kept those fields, they're immaculate this whole year. There's been no ups and downs. It's been immaculate. What they are doing there is just unbelievable. And the facility it's top notch. It's state of the art. It was just beautiful. The videos and the TV production that came from there was just amazing. That whole complex it was really truly a great day.
Yeah, it was fun to talk to the Wanderers players when they came out and were stepped onto the field and were just floored. They did not expect fields that nice. Even the backfields, they were blown away. It was a real good pat on the back for the staff out there.
Well, and all the surfaces of Lake Myrtle are grass, and as you see more and more surfaces being transitioned into artificial turf, because it is hard. I mean, I know what my yard looks like. It's hard week in and week out to keep it, to make it look nice.
You've heard my stories, yeah.
And you have rain, you don't have rain.
Yeah.
So this is just a tough climate. So absolutely kudos to Cody McGee, the City of Auburndale, and all that. So let's talk about the upcoming schedule. And you briefly mentioned it. It's not only a men's team, but there's also the women's team as well. So what does that schedule look like? What's the time frame that they'll be competing? And where can people find more information on a schedule?
We'll be competing. Well, we started in the mid-May, and we'll be competing all the way through the middle, hopefully the end of July, determining on playoffs. We have some phenomenal coaches. Rhea Popovich is our women's USLW team, which is, I think, it's one of the newest women's teams in the whole area. So it's a great opportunity for young women to go out and see high-level soccer as well as to play in it. And then we brought in our boys director, Chris Charles, is doing an amazing job with the USL2 team. We had a close game the other day against TBU, Tampa Bay United, with 4-3 in the rain. It was great. It was at Lake Myrtle. It was amazing. We're really excited about this season. That whole area out there at Lake Myrtle is just a pleasure to play at. So I just can't speak highly enough about that.
Is there a cost? Is there?
Well, it's $10 to play. You can find all our information. We're on Eventbrite to get tickets. It's $10 per ticket. Kids get in free with an adult. Our website is www.SWanCitySC.com. You can find all our information there, including our competitive teams, our camps for the summer, as well as all our USL2, USLW information, and our rec information.
And you can really start to already see the impact that you guys are having in the area, because I was in Target a couple of days ago, and there I bumped into 3 or 4 people wearing Swan's shirts. So I mean, it's already been embraced by the community.
It has. We can't. I mean, the city of Lakeland has really stepped up. There's no issues with fields and availability, and they've really helped us through this process. And we have an amazing director, Owen Conlon. He's been there for some time now, and he's the one that. We have a board of directors because we are a 501c3, and they've come together and put together this USL2 and USLW team. And it's not an easy endeavor, especially for a 501c3, and for them to come together and him to be able to pull this off, it's really amazing. Well,
we've only got a couple of minutes before we need to go to break, but real quickly, you guys just hosted a major event where you had a ton of teams coming into Polk County. So tell us a little bit about that.
We have the Central Florida Invitational. It's a great tournament. We have teams. We're working to bring in teams from out of state and make it even larger. We had about 120 teams, so a huge amount of kids. It was really exciting. We're hoping to expand it in the future and maybe utilize a little bit of Lake Myrtle. The whole sports marketing. All of sports marketing has been amazing, and at Polk County Sports Marketing and helping us create this and grow this tournament. Again, I can't say enough about Owen Conlon and everything he's done as director to bring that tournament here, and we're really excited about it.
Well, BJ, thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and appreciate the efforts of Swan City to get another professional team here in Polk County. So we're excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed this interview and want to watch more Sports Central, click the video below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.